Hello and welcome to your Lionsgate reading, the Lionsgate Portal. How exciting for all of us. I know the spiritual community, this is a huge time for celebration. And why? Why is this a huge time for celebration? Because it means significant manifestation. So you know me, I like to go into a little bit deeper about what is behind each of these energies. And according to Lori Lothian on her channel, Lunatic Astrology, I love this channel. I will always tell you guys, this is who I watch. I'm among many astrologers, but I really love Lori Lothian. Um, anyway, so on her, I think it was her newsletter actually, she was talking about how the reason that this is such a significant time is because of the rising fixed star Sirius. In ancient Egypt, the rising of this star, so it begins July 28th till August 12th is the Lionsgate Portal, and the peak of it is August 8th. Okay. And then this is an 8 year. So we have 888. All right. This is significant. All right. We'll go into a little more about that in a moment. But in ancient Egypt, as the fixed star Sirius would rise, the um n- the flooding in the Nile would rise over the water of the Nile would rise over the riverbanks, giving them extremely fertile soil, which would make for an abundant harvest. So although that's not what necessarily represents physically in our world now, in each of our lives where we're living, but what it does is it gives us an opportunity to open ourselves up to be able to have an influx of manifestation come into our life. Now, why? Why? What if it's not well, I mean, the fixed star, certainly. But if we're not seeing the physicality of it in the same way that they did then, what does that mean for each of us? And because this is happening in Leo season, and Leo is such a heart centered, warm, right? Sunshine warm. The sun is manifestation, it represents manifestation. And your heart being open and childlike curiosity and fun are what brings manifestations in. Now, we just had, in fact, the day that I'm recording this, which is August 4th, we are having the new moon in Leo. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but new moons represent where we have had an emotional blind spot. So when you're doing your new moon rituals, new moon manifestation rituals, whatever that looks like for you, keeping in mind that as you're feeling into each new moon every month, the energies of it, you're going to be maybe inspired on what you need to look deeper at or where you have been blinded in your own life to now allow a manifestation to come through. And each new moon cycle lasts 6 months and then culminates by the end. The corresponding full moon. Okay, so in 6 months in Aquarius season, we're going to see this cycle of what you initiated in this Lionsgate new moon supported portal. We're going to see it culminate within the next 6 months, but you're going to be doing all kinds of activities to be able to bring these manifestations forward, keeping in mind that it is heart centered. Okay. So let's think about this for just one moment when we're considering manifestation. Okay. What creates life itself is consciousness. We know that as our collective consciousness rises, we're beginning to understand the true nature of reality. And it is consciousness that manifests, and it manifests through us, where you're vibrating, where you're emotionally your emotional average is what you are going to be emanating in your life. Your life is showing you back what it is that you are, what vibrational state you are at. So if your heart is closed off, how much consciousness can actually move through and emanate through you? And it is through love that you begin to see because love is what? Positive. You begin to see the transformations happen in your life. So you have to do these heart-centered open meditations and have your heart open in order to really be able to be inspired to the action to take in order to be able to watch your life change, and have that heart-centered intention setting when you are when you're doing your new moon rituals and your Lionsgate rituals. Okay, remember, it is all about the consciousness being able to move through you. So you want to have your heart open. You want to make sure this is playful and it is in tune with your desires, your true desires. This cannot, what your inspirations cannot be is something that was an external idea, what somebody else wants you to create in your life. And it cannot be because what you are expected or what you feel like is appropriate according to somebody else's idea of what your life should look like. This literally has to be something that sparks happiness, sparks joy inside of you and brings you to an authentic state of happiness. Okay. So that is the key to being able to take a hold of these fertile, it's literally like spiritual revelation that the Fixed Star series represents freedom, spiritual freedom, alchemy, changing thoughts into things. Okay. And it represents fame. Okay. So how you're going to show up in the world. That doesn't mean you have to go famous and go viral. You can if that's what you want to do, and whatever that looks like for you. But really, we're talking about how you show up, how you shine in your physical life. So it's very supportive energy for bringing forward what you truly desire. It has to be an authentic, personally driven desire. Okay. And with that heart open. So, um, just like the format that I had done last time, I am doing this video at the beginning of each one of your readings. Okay. And so we'll be diving into those readings here in just a moment. I want to say, just give a shout out to every one of you who support my channel. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I can see the growth in this channel and I'm really enjoying it. I also would love to give a shout out to my family members who support my channel, who tell me about how they're excited about each video coming out and they're using it for their own personal growth, which is what tarot, in my opinion, is for us to be able to dive into spiritual wisdom, to be able to reflect upon the messages that Spirit brings to us, and to be able to enhance and expand our lives. Also, thank you so much for those of you who have chosen to do a personal reading with me. You know who you are. I see you. I love you. Thank you so much. So again, so much love to every one of you. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. I do very much appreciate it and would love for more people to be able to connect with these messages that are coming through, which expands, of course, because those who are watching influence the messages. So it expands our messages, right? The more people it goes through, and we can get even more information. And I just love this about Spirit. So again, love you all so much. Now let's go ahead and begin each one of your readings. Hello, Aries. Thank you so much for joining me for your Lionsgate Portal reading. This is such an exciting time of the year. And as I said in the intro there, we're coming off this new moon in Leo. And I had mentioned that that new moons represent where we have been emotionally blinded. And then as that moon, what I did not say was, as the moon begins to wane and grow in its light and magnitude, we begin to be able to see, have clarity. So clarity is what we can expect from ourselves to be experiencing by the time this Lionsgate is at its full peak, to be able to have the ability to really be able to see our true intentions become really visible, and then being able to manifest. All right. So we're going to go ahead and begin with the tarot of the, oh yeah. Okay. It is telling me to begin with the tarot of the sacred kingdoms. All right. So we're going to go right in there deep. And I love this, bringing out each of our own personal brand of magic. Each one of my, decks that I use is, the link for it, if you want your own, is in the description box, of course. So just shuffling this deck here. And I always encourage you guys to watch for your moon, your sun, your rising, even your Venus, all of them, because you get a really full picture when you do. Okay. So the question that I am asking here, if we're looking at what becomes visible for us as the moon is waning into its full power, and we're looking at what is important for us to be aware of, and what clarity we can have to manifest. Let's see what Spirit would like you to focus upon, where your attention needs to go so it can grow. Where our attention goes, it's what grows in our life, right? So where does your attention need to go in order to manifest your true desires? This is the question. Where does your attention need to go to manifest your true desires? Queen of Cups. Love that. I'm going to get 3 cards here to start us off. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. And 7 of Cups. All right, so what we have here is Capricorn. We have 5 Pentacles, which is going to be, I believe, Taurus. It's Earth anyway because it's Pentacles, right? So, and then we have the 7 of Cups, which is Venus in a water sign. Okay, so we have no, the Queen of Cups, not Queen of Pentacles. I'm sorry, it's not Capricorn. I apologize. This is Cancer. Okay, so looking at this picture here, it's really tuning into your heart. Okay, this is what the Queen is going to represent. What is it that brings you absolute happiness, absolute joy? What is your heart wanting to express through you, and how can you come into a better understanding about this? That's, I mean, really on par with what we were talking about, right? The 5 of Pentacles is where you are looking at a deep wound of maybe a place of a sense of insecurity, maybe a place of unworthiness. And then this is, like I said, Venus, which is going to be inspiring you to new opportunities. Okay, new opportunities coming that are in tune with who you really are. So in the 5s, we have the expression of a wound or a conflict. And the conflict in the 5 of Pentacles is when you have been attached or connected to something that is rooted in something unhealthy for you. So this can be like a connection with another person that was rooted in like codependent patterns. That would just be an example of this. Or where you're staying on to a job because of the security, but it's not a healthy environment. Things like this are what this 5 of Pentacles. But the 5s also represent liberation. And if we're really looking at how we can liberate ourselves, we're using this energy to our greatest advantage. We are going to be liberating ourselves from a place that we had been constricted or restricted before in our lives. So what I'm going to do, and then this is going to be showing you as you move through this, what does my heart really want? What do I need to break up with in my life in order for this to manifest? And these are all the options and opportunities that are going to come forward because of this transition right here. Okay, so because of this previous knowledge. So now I'll go ahead and turn to the gold foil deck and ask for, actually, no, Spirit is saying to continue on with the spirit, with the sacred kingdoms. Okay, so we're going to do that. Of course, always want to be tuning ourselves to the direction given by Spirit for our highest good and the highest good of all. Judgment. Aha, what your heart desires is being in tune with your soul's call. Okay, so this is going to be about your soul's call. All right, lovers. All right, Gemini energy here. We have the lovers, which represents a strong decision needing to be made out of your life from a balanced place, both masculine and feminine. Okay, this talks to using that balance to empower your manifestations. It also can be talking about a love relationship. Okay, but we may not be, and I'm not really feeling that super strong with you here. It could be for some of you. Okay, it could be that you are taking a look at where your love life has been anchored. Some of it, some of those dynamics have been anchored from a wounded place, certainly. Okay, but what I'm really feeling here is what, again, like I had felt in the beginning, is what you need to separate yourself from and move forward in this direction that Venus is calling you, your heart is calling you, in a very balanced way. Okay, so let's get some more information on this 5 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune and Chariot. We have more Cancer energy, more heart-centered energy. Okay, I did just pop over and see this this King of Wands, Leo energy, opportunity. I believe this is for this 7 of Cups. Really resonant with this. Okay, so let's take a step back here though, and we're going to touch on this 5 of Pentacles. Now, there's a trajectory in your life that is absolutely changing and is bringing you to a brand new place. Okay, so this 5 of Pentacles underneath is propelling you forward to make a very physical change in your life. It's going to change your heart. It's going to change your then life. Okay. And let's go a little bit further into the to the Seven of Cups. Yes, they're telling me yes, the Leo does in fact belong there. Your fellow fire sign with childlike curiosity, with inspiration towards passions, right? What is pleasurable, what is fun, what brings passion into your life. And we have the Ten of Swords. Again, speaking to an ending in your life, ending some torment, ending some difficulty. Okay. All right. So now I'm asking Spirit to start bringing forward. And what's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Really being able to take a look at the life that you've created for yourself, and is this what you want to continue seeing more of? Okay. So one of the energies that we're really beginning to experience in this in August is what's working for us. What are we rooted in our life? And if what is rooted in our life is flourishing, okay, if it's expanding in the directions that we want it to, then we continue with more of that. But we also have to take a look at what is not working. Okay. So I love that we have the Seven of Pentacles here, and this really seems to be the theme of your reading. What's working and what needs to go. Okay. What your heart wants, what your destiny fulfillment, the fulfillment of your destiny, your soul's journey, what that looks like, and where it's taking you, and what needs to go. All right, so I'm going to pull from this deck, and we're just going to keep expanding upon this message. Again, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Cups. Just asking for a clarifier on here. Yep. Knight of Swords. This is your sun, your ruling planet Mars in Gemini, which is exactly where it is stationed right now, along with Jupiter. This is Jupiter. Jupiter's energy is taking you somewhere. Okay. So, what I would like to know here, though, is a little bit more about, and clarity. Oh, lack of clarity. Okay. It came out reversed. Okay. Lack of perspective. Um, Interesting. Interesting. So does that belong there, or is this here? Because what was I saying as that card popped out? I wouldn't even pay attention to that. What is this Five of Pentacles? Where you have been unclear on some sort of how your life is informing you, how this relationship is informing you, the clarity for your life, where to take action, and where to be inspired. What is this? And again, a reversed card has come out where alignment. Okay, so again, alignment with your purpose. Reversed. And now here's at the bottom of this deck, we literally have you. Okay, so the true, authentic you knows that there is something that you do not have clarity about in your life that is holding you to this place and is actually forcing a change. Okay, and it's going to be definitely a very significant driving force towards this new opportunity over here. Okay, and you are going to need to be able to take this inspired action now, because there's a definitely a message of slow down here. Now, I know that this is a very fast moving card, but the feeling that I'm getting, what Spirit is saying to me right now, is that for you to slow down during this period of time, and to be able to really get quiet your mind, quiet your body, reset your nervous system, okay, so that you can begin to see what Spirit is showing you up here about this. Let's find out. This clarity that you're lacking here, this what is out of alignment with what your heart truly desires. What is this? Are we talking about a job? Are we talking about a relationship? What does Spirit have to say about what we're talking about? Okay. it has to do with with the skills that you're refining. Okay, so what spirit wants from you? Okay, where the focus is going based on all of this information here. Now, this 8 of Pentacles really brought it home, brought everything together. What we're seeing here for you is that there are skills and talents that you have been working on behind the scenes, away from the crowds, okay? And where you're out of alignment is where you have not been bringing those forward and acting on them, okay? So spirit, and this could be literally be inspired by a hobby, by something that you're very interested in, and you have literally been cultivating this ability to understand and hone in on this for a long period of time, and it has added up now to be very prosperous, to be very abundant, to when these pentacles are where you're placing your attention, and this is fine-tuned attention, okay? As you've been placing your attention in this area of your life, it has been adding up and adding up and adding up. And what is manifestation? It is momentum, okay? It is when things add up, when energy adds up to the point of now manifesting, and you're holding it back. You're holding yourself back from what your heart really wants. And this bringing your personal skills, knowledge, talents to the world and moving forward from that place. So if you have been in a particular job in your life, okay, if you have been just moving forward because this is what you're used to, this is what is comfortable, this is what's steady, this is what's working for me, and you're not expanding, Jupiter here, you're not expanding what you know to be true in your heart, then you're holding yourself back and you're out of alignment, okay? And you're doing it from a wounded place of insecurity. So that was the first word that came through, if you remember, is insecurity, okay? And the second word was self-worth, but insecurity was first. So there's a sense of you, there's a part of you that has a feeling of insecurity as you begin to move out into the world with this talent and skill, and your heart wants you to. What will happen as you use your creative ideas, as you slow down, you reset, you open up your mind to be inspired by spirit, and you could begin to see an avenue open up for you to begin to bring these things forward. And this is what is going to support the balance in your life of manifestation and help you bring forward this opportunity. And we're seeing action and opportunity here, and it will end this torment that you have been in, where you have been keeping yourself smaller, where you are seeing parts of your life that have not been working out for you, where it's been uncomfortable for you. Wherever you've been uncomfortable in your life, well, as you bring your talents and your skills and the things that you have been working on behind the scenes, you begin to so the torment, okay, all right, this is I love it, I love it, I love it. This is steady income, okay? Knight of Pentacles is talking about a stable, secure, again, rooted, I keep going back to that word also, rooted existence in what? In what your heart knows it wants within a skill that you have been working on behind the scenes, okay? So you're going to be able to get an opportunity to be able to bring this forward, and it is going to be much more stable than you are when you're here. You're going to be, what we want to see is this clarity come forward. We want to see you to be able to have that clarity, to be able to have a new perspective about what's possible for yourself, and that will put you into alignment, right? That's this perfectly aligned. We also have, so I love that this is Venus, and Venus is in Virgo here. The ruling planet for Virgo is Mercury. This is Mercury in a fire sign in Sagittarius. Okay. So Mercury has just gone into retrograde. None of this is a coincidence. All of these energies are working together, okay, for you to be able to revisit what your heart really truly desires, okay, from a calm centered place. And it is going to move your life forward and expand you exponentially. You will see an opportunity come forward for you, and it will end the discomfort that you are currently experiencing. And it will be steady, it will be secure, and it will be sure. And now here we have at the bottom of this deck is the Four of Wands. Okay, so this means success. This means that you will have reached a successful milestone that you can celebrate. All right. Then this card also means marriage. So if we are talking about that love relationship, you may be bringing your relationship to a much more secure what let's see, it's committed, much more committed place. Okay, so that could be true also for some of you Aries. But I feel like for most of you Aries, it is literally beginning to being able to achieve perfect clarity in alignment with what your heart desires upon a skill that you have developed behind the scenes, and being able to have a moment of triumph because you're now able to take action from that clear place. Okay, so that's what I see for you, Aries, for your Lionsgate portal, is to begin really looking at what you have been putting your attention towards, what has been your heart's desire that brings a spark of joy, creativity, fascination, interest, elation. What is that thing? And that's what Spirit wants you to bring out into the world, and will give you clarity as the moon begins to wane. And as we get to that Lionsgate portal, we have that clarity, right? We have it. When you have it, you will see a pathway open up, an opportunity open up that will end this discomfort that you've been experiencing. So I love this so much for you, Aries. I will continue to encourage every one of you to read for every one of those placements. If you only know your sun and your moon, watch for both of those. Okay, there's tons of websites out there for you to be able to find out this information about your natal chart, because it will definitely give you a clear picture. If you are not one who wants to wait for content to be released throughout the week, as what I'm doing for my YouTube channel to support the algorithm, you have the opportunity to join my Patreon community and be able to get early access, all 12 videos on Mondays every week, so that you can watch each one of them simultaneously, get that full picture for yourself without waiting, and 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 again be able to have that clarity full on. Okay, and give you an opportunity to really reflect on the full picture for yourself. Okay, so I would love to see you guys all over there. It's very supportive again for this work to move forward, as you guys join my Patreon, and then as more of you guys do, I will be able to start coming on and doing more content, more bonus content on there, and doing lives with you guys, which I really love. I love meeting each one of you. So I love you so much. I'll stop talking about what's possible here for us to get together, and just want to reiterate here that you have a really big call for yourself. And I know that you Aries are one to rise to the challenge. We can't dismiss this Queen of Wands, which is you, right? Rising to the challenge of bringing forward something that you're extremely passionate about. So I love this journey for you, and I'm going to enjoy watching your messages grow over the next 6 months, and of course then 2 years as well, as this impacts your life. So love you so much, Aries. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video if I don't see you before. Thank you.